Okay, so we are the economic team, and we believe that economic considerations led to the American Revolution by angering the colonists, causing them to want to rebel. And we all have various examples. So the Stamp Act is one example. This was basically one of the many excuses that British Parliament found to tax the colonists.
The Proclamation of 1763 did not allow settlement west of the Appalachian Mountains, which was important because it angered many citizens.
The Talon Act was when the British began taxing teas and other goods.
The Navigation Acts restricted the use of foreign ships to trade between Britain and America.
And the Sugar Act introduced tax to coffee and wines and regulated the export of timber and iron.
So basically, like each of our various examples is all like the British Parliament doing different things, mostly revolving around taxing the colonists. And they just, like, I don't know, they were sick of it, and they got angry, and so they rebelled. It started the American Revolution.
Do you know?
Yeah, our quotes.
Just do like your.
It doesn't matter.
3 minutes.
Okay, so I have a quote now, and it's opposition to the Stamp Act was the first great drama of the Revolutionary era and the first major split between colonists and Great Britain over the meaning of freedom. Nearly all colonial political leaders opposed the act. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. The quote is just talking about how it was like the Stamp Act was one of the first major conflicts between the Parliament and the colonists.
Okay, my quote is about the Proclamation of 1763. The British aim was less to protect the Indians than to stabilize the situation on the colonial frontier and to avoid being dragged into an endless series of border conflicts. But the proclamation enraged both settlers and speculators hoping to take advantage of the expulsion of the French to consolidate their claims to western lands, so they ignored the policy which enraged citizens.
The Talon crisis led to the writing of one of the most important statements of the American position. It was called Letters from a Farmer in Pennsylvania by John Dickinson. What it is, it argued reconciliation with the mother country and with the colonists enjoying all traditional rights of the Englishmen.
So my quote was an opinion, I guess, from William Lecky, which is a British historian, and he said that deliberate selfishness of the English commercial legislation was digging a chasm between the mother country and the colonists, which is basically saying that the Navigation Acts were, like in essence, alienating the colonists from Britain and driving them further and further apart.
My quote was, "These measures threatened the profits of colonial merchants and threatened to aggravate an already serious economic recession." So that was just saying, like, that the extra tax and regulating the exports was like just stopping for the colonists from making any profit and getting any money. And the fact that the country was already in like an economic recession just made all of these acts and stuff and all the taxing like much worse than it would have been otherwise.
Ten seconds.
In conclusion, because of these policies and acts and proclamations, it was something. They were all things that enraged colonists and made them revolt which led to the American Revolution.
Good.